Alright guys, welcome back once again to Crypto. So yesterday was something which happens in 30 days. Something which happened once in 30 days. That was your goddamn monthly candle closure itself, and that happened on every asset, of course, right? Bitcoin and Ethereum, guys. Now there is something very surprising on the chart itself, right? But before we jump onto Ethereum, before we jump onto the real surprising element, let's take a look at the Bitcoin long term on the monthly time frame itself, because the 21 EMA has held the price action, and this one is rolling, guys. Look, this one is trend under motion, this one is still trend under motion in the monthly time frame itself. Remember, guys, the more bigger your time frame, the higher accuracy is going to be. So essentially any price action coming back down on to $30,000 levels is going to be an opportunity as well for the rest of the month, for the rest of the September itself, right? And essentially for the coming month we could be looking at a retest of 58,000. Now this is getting clearer, guys, because we did consolidate onto these levels for about 3 months now, and it looks to me like you have been posting in some crazy kind of reaccumulation price action behaviors on these levels on something which is monthly itself, guys. The time frame is monthly right here, and this is not a sign of a breakdown. This is unfortunately not a sign of a bear market anymore. Now we can just we can confirm this thing by talking about Ethereum right here, guys, because Ethereum on the monthly has closed above the previous monthly all-time high closures. Right now, the previous monthly all-time high closure was at $2,800 flat, and essentially this candle just took this one apart, guys. Holy crap, this one closed right at 3,400 flat, which means that we could be continuing, guys. We could be continuing in this monthly's time frame itself, and this is something which you want to look forward towards for a continuation drive to the upside. This is the exact kind of price action structure. If I talk about this kind of price action structure in something which is like 12-hour or maybe a daily time frame as well, I would certainly want to take my chances, and I would be managing my risk below this range low right here, and I would be focusing for a continuation trend move to the upside, guys. I think taking the previous all-time high out as well, right? But the real test lies onto these exact price points right here. Now this is going to be the this is USD, Ethereum USD on Polonius, which is calculated. So let's take a look at Ethereum USDT on Binance for that matter, and let's see what's different right here. So the all-time high on Binance was printed around 4,372, essentially a $4,400 ranges, right? So we could be potentially testing this one for this month itself, guys. Holy shit. Now a lot of people have been talking about how September historically has been completely bearish and most of the market goes to shit for this entire month, but I don't think that if you print in price action like this, it's going to be the case, right? Alright, guys, we can come back down all the way towards the previous monthly candle closure at $2,500 flat, but still be bullish in the price action structure and still continue to the upside. Now most likely if we are resolving this one to the upside, I will be focusing at the all-time high at first, and if we clear this one on a weekly closing basis, essentially your trending basis above 4,400 reads on a weekly price action basis would take Ethereum at least towards 1,618 at $6,000 flat, right? Now that's going to be your monthly price action analysis. And guys, this single candle is 30 days worth of price action, right? So essentially your price can come down all the way towards 2,500 flat and still be bullish in this kind of price action structure and still will be rolling to the upside. Now Ethereum on the monthly has started looking really nice. This is as well to my best disbelief, guys. Now holy shit, this is crazy because of price action. We could just simply continue to the upside, right? Let's take a look at 3-day and let's see what's going on right there. So yes, guys, yesterday video was about the fact that how you are kind of getting squeezed out in this zone right here. All the warning signs were happening on time frames which were 12-hour and 4-hour time frames, and essentially all those bearish theses were negated. Essentially that means that you don't want to put a lot of focus into whatever is happening below a daily time frame itself, guys. Now this kind of tells us that 3-day is resolving a grind to the upside. Risk management stays to be the same. It's going to be the $3,000 level flat, and essentially until you're holding this one, we are going to be taking out the previous all-time high at first, and then mostly we do continue all the way towards the upside, guys. But always remember, you got to have your system and your stop losses in place, because this market, if the downside emerges, I don't think it's going to be in your control, right? It's not going to be in your control. So essentially, if you are exposed in the market according to Ethereum's price action, be very vigilant on the $3,000 flat. That is something which is going to tell most of the things, guys. And this one is holding, and we are alright. We are deviated about 20% from this entire low right here which we set up. But this price action looks strengthful to me, guys. The 3 time frames price action is looking damn nice to me. The daily time frame, Yes, this one is also looking amazing. Just check this one out, guys. Reaccumulation alongside the 21 exponential on the daily itself, and now we are pushing through. Now we are continuing our trend to the upside. So the textbook targets coming from this squeeze. Oh crap! Okay, this one was a rectangular squeeze to the upside, right? So essentially, all these squeeze which happen alongside a rectangular range are going to be very strong. These resolutions are essentially strong. So if we talk about this range being a potential reaccumulation, we can talk about the first target, which is almost there, which is at $3,500 flat. And if we talk about the continuation move, it's going to be 4,000 flat, and well, 42367 down the line. 7618 as of now is going to be a far-fetched opinion, but looking clear. And this is yes, guys, this is to my best disbelief. This is to my bearish disbelief right here, and this got reaccumulated right here. And yes, we're going to be pushing further down the line. This is going to be the price action. So most likely, if my personal biases were completely bearish, I have to put them inside a box, throw that box outside, and maybe just trade alongside the trend until you are getting supported by this entire moving average and this last higher low that we set in, guys. All right, you want to extend this one, you can do that as well. You can extend this entire zone to the downside all the way towards $3,050 levels, and still the price action structure is going to be bullish all the way until the previous all-time high. Okay, with that said, let's take a look at the next crypto asset. We got sushi in the house. Sushi swap right here. This is also looking nice, guys. To be honest with you, Ethereum resolving to the upside means that most of the DeFi protocols from Ethereum, yes, they are going to resolve to the upside, right? And for this one right here, you want to be managing your risk below the last low that you set in on the 3-day itself, which is going to be below $11. Sushi going below 11 is not going to look nice, but until then, this is a price action structure which I appreciate, which I truly like, which I truly appreciate. Sushi looking nice in the market. Okay, so the last breakdown had its Fibonacci retracement all the way towards these price points, and we did not make our way towards the 6-month extension at $15.7 levels, which is why I think that in this run we are probably going to take this one out and most likely continue all the way towards $20 flat on sushi itself. And guys, look, you want to do something, you want to talk about how this entire market is reacting out of this entire reaccumulation region, you can take a look at Solana's price action, right? Because that one resolved to the upside, going for about a 261 extension, and now we are finally consolidating. So Solana hit $130 target yesterday itself, and we are kind of consolidating somewhere alongside 2618 level itself. For sushi swap, that exact level is going to be at $46 flat, and from these price points, it's going to take the price action for about a 260% upswing, right? And for this upswing, you have to manage a risk for about this range right here, guys. It's going to be a 20% range to the downside, and if you have the stomach to hold on to this downside, most likely sushi with the rest of the market is going to reward you. And this one is looking nice, guys. Good piece of investment. Is this an investment advice? No, this is not an investment advice, sir. So do your own research and consult your financial advisors, guys. Look, don't try to be over smart in the market, right? Because the market most likely will get the best of you. So if your equity is not systematically managed, volatility will chop you out, guys. Remember, what are we looking at on Ethereum? So this is something which I've been talking about for a very long time, guys. Now, I do believe that the volatility index is expanding finally on the daily itself, most likely. Okay, it's not the daily itself, but let's take a look at the 4-hour or something like that. Okay, yes, so the volatility has started expanding from 0 reads on 4-hour on Ethereum, which means altcoins are most likely going to have those nasty swings for 15-20% to the upside or the downside. So have the stomach and maybe have the balls as well to hold on to that volatility. And well, best of luck for this trading week itself and this month itself, because this month is starting off bullish, and most likely we do continue to the upside for the rest of the months. Do we have anything to talk about in this video? Most likely we do not. So we're going to talk about our last asset, which is called Uniswap. Uniswap against, okay, did I just Uni USDT right here for you guys. I think I'm going dyslexic for this video, guys. Alright, so Uni on the monthly itself looking completely fine. Okay, so are we just holding on? I don't think it's, no, it's completely pointless. So Uni on the monthly, yes, closing below the previous bearish monthly closure itself. Uni closing above $29 on monthly basis is good news. Is very good news, to be honest with you. So 3 time frame itself, yes. 3 days looking exactly like your SUSHI swap, right? And the price action structure maintained above $25 is good news for a continuation move to the upside. And well, guys, this one is also most likely going to trend alongside the rest of the crypto market for all the way about a retest of, not a retest, but yes, a blue sky breakout environment at $95 flat, right? Until then, manage your risk below this price point. Most likely we retest 618 and establish a base right here before we head on to one-on-one extension at the previous all-time high for UNI itself, which is going to be at $44 level, $44 levels, right? And then we can finally talk about 2618 being hit, guys. Now this is something which we are basing from Solana's price action, because this is what most of the market is interested in doing. So let's see if these assets are able to do that, guys. Now these things are not for granted, right? Do not take these facts for granted. If this price action goes to sit, this is going to be a risk management. UNI going below $25 levels would mean that most likely we are not going to retest. We're not going to test the 2618 in the coming days, and most likely we're going to be consolidating here for a very long time before we go for a 3-digit UNI swap, right? Okay, with that said, let's wind up this video right here. I will catch all of you guys tomorrow with good DeFi stuff, right? Bye for now.